The point of all of this is for me to help you to make money, whether it's expanding, whether it's fixing, all of that, as long as money is coming into your pockets. That's what we care about, okay? Because we live in an economy that requires money at the end of the day, whether you like it or not. The point here is for me to say that there is a higher turnover. There's a very high success rate, other than someone who's doing it themselves, who have a much lower accuracy rate, because they're still learning. I'm not still learning. I'm doing this actively. So I'm literally a professional at this. So yes, regardless of how much of a professional I can be, there can be, SL hit is not impossible. Let me just say it like that. It's not impossible, but I keep it at a very low rate. At a very low rate. Because aside from me sending these signals, I also take the same trades. I take the exact same trades. Guys, make sure that you read how to copy my trades. It's very important for you to understand how to actually copy the trades, so that when you do profit, you don't profit cents, okay? Or when you do profit, you don't profit like crazy amounts, and then your risk management is out of the window. You need to be able to use the correct volume sizes for you to be able to profit the right amounts, in respect to your trading account size. So that is basically what I aim to achieve with these. And that's why I also had to put in that disclaimer to tell you that it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible. But it also depends on the rate, how many times, how often does it happen. We try and keep it at a very low rate. But it's not impossible. That's one. Because I've also taken those trades, and I'm not just going to send you any signals. It doesn't work that way. You want us both to lose money, and then what's going to happen after that? No, it's not going to work. So if you do hit SL, which is, like I said, a very low, at a very rare, I don't want to say it's too rare, because it's not impossible. It is possible. I also hit SL. That's just how it works, But yeah, that's basically how it's been going. And people have been making money throughout the entire January, you guys. If you're sitting there and you're not making money in January, you need to make money. You need to definitely make the money you want to make. You need to start now. You need to definitely start now, because not only are you just deciding, but you're also training your brain that if I want something, I'm able to take a calculated risk and I'm able to do it effective immediately. If you don't want to be a normal person, you can't think like a normal person. If you don't want to be the everyday person who works at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, by the way. I'm just saying it's an easy, attainable job. But if you don't want to be a normal person, you shouldn't be thinking like one. You need to be thinking like somebody who's crazy. People who are successful are crazy. So you need to be crazy. You need to be able to think differently. And one of those is definitely taking calculated risks and breaking boundaries. And, please pay attention to the fact that I'm saying calculated risks. Don't just risk now you want to just jump off a building. Don't do things like that. I'm saying calculated risks are important. So you need to think differently. You need to program yourself differently. You need to be able to approach life differently, and just cut out the noise. Make your own decisions, set your own goals. Don't wait for motivation. Make sure that your reason for wanting to achieve what you're achieving is motivation enough. Do you understand? So, yeah. I like watching your sales. I'm not a salesperson. That's one thing you got incorrectly. I'm a trader for anything. But yeah, that doesn't matter anyway. That's basically the first message I want you to receive this 2024. We haven't been, in my office this entire year. And this is basically the first time, we are at my office, and I'm recouping as well. And I decided to just get on my live on social media platforms just to talk to you guys, and let's basically discuss 2024 and what we're planning for 2024 and how we should be approaching 2024. Just a couple of words that you need to take into consideration and place into action. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a good year. I just know it, and that's why I'm saying a normal person wouldn't just know it. They'd have to see it first unfold, but you need to just program yourself that way first, and don't be discouraged when things happen. They happen, it's normal, that's life, but you can't make that blur your vision. It's not how it works. Do you understand? You still need to have your goal, your aim, and just focus on it. Like a bull seeing a red, those guys that hold the red thing that the bull attacks. A bull sets its mind to that when it sees it, and that's how you need to think. Okay. But yeah, guys, that's all I want for you this year. I want you to do what you need to do, what you want, and it's not even about what I want. I want you to scare you and achieve it. So it's gonna be a good year. Have that in your mind. Even when you're feeling discouraged, just be like, it's gonna be a good year. Someone pisses you off, just think to yourself, it's gonna be a good year. Just remember that, so that you are subconsciously telling yourself that, and eventually your actions will start putting this good year into place. Get into the event, attend the event. The reason why I'm hosting you guys in such beautiful, luxurious places like the tallest building in Africa, that's because I want you guys to experience, the treatment that you deserve, because I believe that somebody who believes in themselves and somebody who's taken initiative in, getting their finances in check, getting their life together, definitely needs to be in an environment where there are people who treat them that way. And this is why, you'll always get, I will definitely always say this, you'll always get really good accommodation, really good facilities, and, wherever it is I'm hosting, you will always be accommodating in the most luxurious way possible. I think that's just the best way to put it for you, so make sure you head over, make sure that you come through to the Leonardo on the 3rd of February next month. On the 3rd, make sure that you reserve that date. Make sure you send a message right here on Instagram to find out how you can actually attend. Be around people who are like-minded, be around people who are also, some of them are even at a point where you want to get to. And that's a great environment to be in, especially if you're planning to grow. Sometimes you need a little bit of a push, either than you just encouraging yourself at home. And this is also another reason why this event is going to be taking place. I want to also bring you into an environment where there are other people who think like you, who are better than that, and so that you can learn, so that you can do better, so that you can see things at a different perspective. And there's nothing better than that. Growth is so important for you. So let's do that. Let's meet at the Leonardo, and you guys will actually have to get to ask me